Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you at transparenttradesolutions.com on a Friday. This is the 20th of August. Let's get right into it. Market's churning after yesterday's big pop. Let's get right into the charts. Again, subscribe to the newsletter. I'll be writing this weekend about what happens with the Fed, recession, because they may be fearing recession and so forth. Let's get right into the charts. The standout today, I have to tell you, was Nat Gas. I've been kind of talking about this. So Nat Gas had a really nice pop late in the day. This is the November contract, um, which is going to be the front month um, starting next week. You can see we had a really nice move. In fact, Boyle and some of the ETFs, oil was up almost $1 from 9 to 10. So the next level is going to be 282. Let's see if we get some movement starting on Sunday. Also, the metals, just kind of going through the more salient, the more notable moves, because everything else is kind of just churning around here. There's not a lot to talk about, really. Silver also kind of looking possibly for a breakout. Gold making new highs again, which is really interesting. With stock market making new highs, why is gold going up? That's a question that will eventually get answered. So that's really the two standouts. Oil with stuff that going on in the Middle East, looks like that's poised for a break above 72. Overall, just going through just the other markets, not a lot of change really from earlier this. I did the Tuesday session. You can see the dollar kind of just hovering around the 150. If it breaks, when is it going to break down? Rates are actually moving higher. You can see the 10 years actually higher than when the Fed came out Wednesday. Whether this is just a temporary pop or we actually move higher. Next week, we got the core PCE. That's not until Friday. We have this usual kind of economic data that I'm sure everybody's going to be looking at. But for now, it's all going to be driven by stocks and so forth. Again, a couple of notables. VIX still hovering above 15. The NASDAQ still languishing somewhat. We're literally right where we were, just a little bit higher than where we were right there. I mean, if you zoom in, this is the NASDAQ futures. We're essentially, this peak here on September 20 August 22nd came in at what, 2025. We're at 2035. So we haven't really made any significant progress on the NASDAQ. And this speaks to NVIDIA still unable to break out. In fact, it was down today. All the chips, other than Broadcom, chips were, Broadcom actually, took a pop here. But Apple was another one that kind of lifted a little bit of the averages. But it's also come off pretty good at the end of the day. So it's really interesting. Other than the Dow and the S&P, even the small caps, which everybody's kind of been harping on that they're going to do better. That was down today. And so I would be very suspicious of this rally. But you never know. I mean, could they take another leg higher next week? Of course. But it's all things are kind of very, very kind of mixed across the board with stocks. Also FedEx warned, they've missed earnings really bad, and the stock is just getting hammered. Again, pointing to the weaker economy that I've been talking about. That thing is just getting smashed today. So this is a if the economy is doing so great, why is FedEx getting hammered? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the next several weeks and see if in fact all these warnings from these companies are a much better tell than what everybody else is saying. All the pundits, they're telling you everything's okay and all that. So, anyways, all right, that's going to do it for us here. Again, sign up for the newsletter. Give me some commentary. Difficult trading in the indexes, other than if you got some pop after the Fed, maybe a breakout or something. But even today, it's just been very, very choppy. Overall, this week was very, very choppy in the indexes. That that should change next week. But again, nat gas and some of these other markets are starting to shape up, and that's where the opportunities are going to come in. Okay, all right. Have a great weekend. And if you need some information, contact me at support@Transparent Trade Solutions. All the links are below. Just to finish a great class as well, and I'll be putting together another class in about 2 weeks or so. Okay, take care. Have a great weekend.